A very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. This is Shafiq Ahmed, and you're all welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Let's Learn Together. So, a very good morning to all of you, my dear students. And this is the fifth class regarding this chapter, the coming of the factory. This is our new topic with the chapter, The Age of Industrialization, that we have started a few days ago. And this is the fifth tutorial. So in this particular topic, you can see a particular image. I am showing you one image. And in this image, if you will look very carefully, you can see that machines are operated over here. And even these wheels, you can see over here, these wheels are operated with the help of the steam engines that was invented by James Watt, that we have discussed in the previous tutorial also. A fitting shop at a railway work. You can see that a railway workshop is there. A fitting shop means they are fitting up the different compartments of a train. So a fitting shop at a railway works in England, and the Illustrated London News 1849, they have published this particular image. In the fitting shop, new locomotive engines were completed and the old ones are getting repaired. So they are just creating new locomotive engines, and they are repairing the old ones. And you might have seen, might be seeing that they are using the wheels also there. These wheels are operated with the help of the steam engines also. So let us move towards our next topic. You can see over here also a spinning factory. That is most important. You can see over here on the top, there are wheels are there on the top also, and wheels are also there, and in the bottom time also. Over here you can see also. So you can see the manufacture of thread is going on, and these wheels are not being operated by human beings. These wheels are operated by the steam engine that was invented by James Watt, that we have discussed earlier. You can see how giant wheels moved by steam power could set in motion hundreds of spindles. These are known as spindles, where you can see the threads are being produced. So hundreds of spindles are set in motion with the help of these giant wheels. ये बड़े बड़े wheels जो है, इसको move करने के लिए इंसान का तो बहुत ताकत लगने वाला था, but fortunately they have got the invention of steam engine, and now those steam engine are just rotating these wheels so that the spindles, these are the spindles over here, so that the spindles can set in motion, and the manufacture of thousands or hundreds of threads can go on at the same time. Previously we have seen the cotton mill also, in one of the image where we have seen that one woman was just handling one wheel, and that one wheel was just setting in motion few of the spindles only. But here you can see hundreds of spindles can be set in motion with the help of steam engines. So we have just seen two of the images, and now our chapter main topic will be discussed, that might be very, very important also, that is quite important from the point of board examination also. So let us move ahead. There is a question in the board examination that merchants and industrialists, remember this, we are talking about merchants, traders, as well as industrialists also. So merchants and industrialists preferred human labor than investing in costly machines. They were preferring to use hand labor, means they were preferring to use human being and not the costly machines. Now what were the reasons? The board is asking you about the reasons why they were using hand instead of costly machines. So, my dear students, merchants and industries preferred human labor than investing in costly reasons. So, let us see what were the reasons. The first reason is availability of labor. In Britain, there was no shortage of human labor. So, if there is no shortage, then why should we move towards the machine? That was the thinking of the merchants and industries of that time. Poor peasants and vagrants. Vagrants are those persons who used to move from one city to another city in search of work. So poor peasants and vagrants, they just move to the cities in large numbers in search of jobs, waiting for work. And if there will be a competition in getting the job, then the merchants and industrialists can take the advantage by paying them less wages, because they will ask in the open, and they will ask openly, who is ready to work at rupees 100 rupees per day. So if suppose 100 workers raise their hand, then they will ask again, the next question will be, who are ready to work at rupees 90 rupees per day. Then again 90 people have raising hand, then again they will ask that who are ready to work at rupees 50 per day. Then again there will be some workers. So that was the thing, that was the benefit that the merchants and industries were getting by using hand labor instead of costly machines. So they have to pay very less wages to the workers also. That was also one of the reasons. So let us see the next reason. We have discussed about the first one. That is the next reason that just I have said, low wages. When there is plenty of labor, then wages, cost of the wages are very low also. So industrialists had no problem of labor shortage or high wages cost. They were not having this labor shortage cost. Even they don't have to pay high wages to them also. So they were just preferring this. The third point, in board examination, my dear students, always write like this. Hai. Write point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. Give a proper heading also, like availability of labor, low wages, large capital, and then write 2 or 3 lines to describe that particular point also. If you will write in this way, you will get 100% marks. And the next reason is what? Large capital. The merchants didn't want to introduce costly machines as it required large capital investment also. तो वो देख रहे थे कि इतना बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट क्यों करेंगे हम लोग by buying that particular costly machines. If we are getting the labor at very cheap rate also, then why should we invest in the large machines and large capital? And the fourth one, that is quite important, my dear students, that is quite important. That is seasonal labor demand. In many industries, the demand for the labor was seasonal. है ना? सीजनल मतलब एक सीजन में ही कुछ लेबर्स का डिमांड होता है, बाकी अदर सीजन में बहुत कम लेबर्स के डिमांड होते हैं या तो नहीं भी होते हैं. Such as gas work or such as breweries, that is where places where beer is made. So in these places, especially the need of the labor is in the कोल्डर सीजन है ना, ठंडे के मौसम में इस जगह पर डिमांड होते हैं लेबर्स के. सो व्हाट द मर्चेंट्स एंड इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट्स वर डूइंग, they were hiring people in the colder months and they were releasing them in the summer months. So they were just saving their labor cost also. So by doing this type of thing, by using the labor in the season also, in season only, they were making a lot of profit. They don't want to invest in huge large machines, or they don't want to block their large capital also. Because in when there is a not any season, the machine will be just sitting around, will be stuck around, and their capital will also stuck around in the same place for 5 or 6 months of summer season, because they do not require a large number of products in the summer season, this type of industries, breweries and gas works. So that's why they were preferring hand labor, because they were just getting this hand labor at very cheap cost also, and their huge capital were not invested also. Let us go with the fifth reason. High demand during festivals. Bookbinders, printers, and even especially those industries which were catering to the needs of the Christmas demand. है ना, क्रिसमस के टाइम में केक बहुत सारे बनते हैं और घर को सजाने के लिए, है ना, टू डेकोरेट walls also, a lot of things are made, है ना, during Christmas time. We are talking about England. So during those festival time, they needed a large number of labor. But after Christmas, they don't want large number of laborers. So what they were doing, they were just hiring extra labor during the month of December, and they were releasing them when there is no need of them. So in this case also, you can say they were they were saving a lot of money. And the next reason is what? Fluctuation in production. In all such industries where production fluctuated with the season, है ना, प्रोडक्शन फ्लक्चुएट का मतलब क्या हो रहा है कि सीजन में बहुत सारा उसको प्रोडक्शन चाहिए, लॉट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन दे नीड in large quantity, and when there is no season, they do not require large number of production, they large number of products. So industrialists were preferring hand labor and employing those workers for that particular season only. तो ये भी एक रीजन था कि सीजन के लिए आप हायर करेंगे और विदाउट सीजन जो है लेबर्स को हम फ्री कर देंगे. Point number 7 is quite important. Standardized products means there are few as products in the markets which is required throughout the country, such as if a company is producing Dettol soap, then the same Dettol soap will be available in Bihar also, and the same Dettol soap will be available in the other part of the country, in New Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, and even in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So same Dettol soap. So in that case, that is known as a standardized product. Means the same product is available throughout the country in mass level and in large level. So in that case, they require machine. And in other cases where the production is not required for the mass market, they were just preferring hand labor. So when there is a need of standardized product or uniform products, then they were requiring using machines. Otherwise they were just using hand labor. That is also one of the reason. So when there is not any required of any standardized product for mass market, they were using what? They were using hand labor. And point number 8, preference of handmade goods. Few people such as aristocrats yani rais log and even burghese means पूंजीपति लोग है ना, they prefer things produced by hand. उन लोगों को हाथ से बने हुए चीज जो है वो पसंद आते थे. We are talking about Victorian Britain. We are talking about Britain. We are talking about upper class people. यानी कि रईस लोग और पूंजीपति लोग. They were preferring products produced by hand because handmade products came to symbolize refinement and class. They was thinking that if the particular good is made by hand, then that will be having a different class, different finish, है ना. एक बहुत अच्छा फिनिश आएगा क्योंकि एक आदमी एक प्रोडक्ट को अगर फिनिशिंग कर रहा है तो वो उस पर पूरा ध्यान दे सकता है. Machines cannot. Machine will produce all the type of products at the same quality के products produce करेंगे machines. But by using hand, different type of products can be produced, different design can be designed, and different finishing can be given to each and individual product also. So that's why these people, especially aristocrats and burghese, they were giving preference to the handmade products. So they were thinking that they were better finished, individually produced, है ना. एक आदमी एक प्रोडक्ट को प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, individually production हो रहा है, and even carefully designed also. So that's why these people are giving preference to this preference of this handmade goods. So when there is a requirement, when there is a demand of handmade goods, then why those industrialists will go towards the costly machines? They know that the handmade goods are in demand, so they were preferring this handmade goods also, handmade labors. And the last reason is what you can see over here, waterways. At the waterfront, अगर मान लेते हैं हम लोग आते हैं समुंदर की तरफ, पानी की तरफ, then winter was the time when ships were repaired and cleaned. Winter के मौसम में ही ये लोग क्या करते हैं, ships को repair करते हैं, ships को clean करते हैं. So that was the time when they were requiring this type of hand labor during the winter season only. So summer season में workers को जरूरत नहीं है. They do not need any workers in the summer season. So that is 9 points you can write in that particular answer to get 5 marks. Okay. So our next topic, my dear students, is about the obstacles or blockage for the machines. That is similar to the question that we have discussed. So I will just discuss this in quick manner. In a quick way. The first reason, what are the obstacles, यानी मशीन के लिए रुकावट क्या क्या हो रहा था, मशीन मार्केट में क्यों नहीं अपना जो है डोमिनेशन कर पा रहा था. Why the machines were not able to dominate in the market. So what were the obstacles, या उसके लिए रास्ते के रुकावट कौन सा बन रहा था मशीन के लिए. Number 1, the first one was that about the hand labor. A range of products could be produced only with hand only. एक एग्जाम्पल आपको देते हैं हम. Suppose that a particular industry is producing साड़ी, है ना, साड़ी बना रहे हैं, एक ऐसा इंडस्ट्री है. Then the design in that particular साड़ी can be given hundreds and thousands of new designs. That can be possible only with the use of hand labor only, because we in our brain with the help of our brain, we can think of different type of designs while just producing different type of products. But machines cannot think of themselves. We will have to tell the machines of different type of design and different type of, you can say, molds will have to be produced, है ना, उसी टाइप के molds भी बनाना पड़ता है ताकि मशीन को हम लोग दे सकेंगे, मशीन प्रोड्यूस कर सके वैसे different type of designs. So it is really impossible for the machines to think of them of different type of designs. But if you will produce goods with your hand, then while producing or giving finish to the products, you can think of different type of designs, because the Almighty has given us a brain which can think, a brain which can think for the changes, which can think for the unicity and uniqueness. So hand labor was preferred over the machines because of one of this reason also, because different type of designs can be designed by the human being only and not the machines. Machine को आप जितना बताएंगे वो उतना ही काम कर सकता है, लेकिन एक ह्यूमन बीइंग जो है वो उसके हिसाब से चेंज कर सकता है डिजाइन को. Non-standardized products. Machines were oriented, specialized only for producing uniform and standardized product for mass market. So we have discussed this point also कि standardized products के लिए ही machine use होते थे. Otherwise, while producing non-standardized goods, which is not required, the same product is not required throughout India, then such type of products can be produced with the hand only. And the third reason, that is unique design and shape, that I was discussing in the first point also, that unique design and unique shape can be think of from human being only and not the machines. The demand in the market was often for goods with complicated design, intricate designs. Demand market में demand कैसे थे कि बहुत अच्छे design, complicated design, बहुत अच्छे design. अभी भी nowadays also, if we will go to the market and we'll try to purchase, then we look for what unique design. ऐसा design के हम लोग तलाश में रहते हैं कि ऐसा कपड़ा कोई और नहीं पहना है तो ये कपड़े हम जरूर हम खरीद लेंगे. That is the thinking of the human being, है ना, especially the girls. When they used to go to the market, they look for such design. Boys तो थोड़ा manage कर भी लेते हैं. Even they look for the specific shapes also, shapes of the product. In mid 19th century, I am giving one example of the Britain in the mid 19th century. For instance, 500 varieties of hammers. 500 varieties of hammers. हथौड़ा बनाया जा रहा है और वो 500 varieties के हैं were produced, and even 45 kinds of axes or kulhadi, 45 kind के बनाए जा रहे हैं, which require only human skill. Only human can produce such number of varieties of hammers and axes. Yes, if it is once produced, it can be given to the machines, and the machine can produce only such designs which have been given to them only. But human beings, while designing, while producing of the individual product, they can think of different type of designs and different type of varieties also, which is not possible for the machines. Next was demand for the handmade goods. That I discussed in the previous answer also, that upper class people, they were giving preference to the handmade products because they want unique design and unique type of things in their products. वो ऐसे ही products खरीदना चाहते थे जिसमें unique things उनको नजर आए, और वैसे products unique वाले जो है वो हाथ से ही बने जा सकते हैं. Symbolized product is the next answer, is the next point. Handmade products came to symbolize refinement and class. है ना, उनको लगता था कि ये handmade जो product है वो एक class को represent करता है, एक अच्छे class को represent करता है. They were thinking that it is better finished when it is produced by hand. They were thinking that it is individually produced, है ना, एक आदमी एक product को बना रहा है. And even these people, aristocrats and burgesses, they were thinking that these products are carefully designed, whereas machine made goods were for export to the colonies only. और machine made से बनाए हुए goods जो है वो colonies में ही सिर्फ वो लोग export करते थे. So that is the reason, that are the obstacles for the machines or blockage for the machines in the mid 19th century. So that is all you can write in this answer, my dear students. So what we have concluded over here by going through the different topics, let us conclude this one, this particular topic. क्योंकि इस topic से related हम लोग 2-3 question कर चुके हैं discuss, तो इस topic को हम लोग को लगता है कि हम लोग को इसको conclude कर देना चाहिए कि वाकई में क्या है. In countries with labor shortage, जहाँ पर labor shortage था, जिस countries में industrialists were keen or using mechanical power and machines. जहाँ पर लेबर शॉर्टेज है वहां पर इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट जो है वो क्या यूज कर रहे हैं, दे वर यूजिंग मशीन्स सो दैट द नीड फॉर ह्यूमन लेबर कैन बी मिनिमाइज। लेकिन ये कहा था ओनली वेयर देर इज ए लेबर शॉर्टेज, एंड देर वॉज ए लेबर शॉर्टेज इन अमेरिका एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम, सो अमेरिका वॉज यूजिंग मशीन्स एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम। दिस वॉज द केस इन द 19th century विद अमेरिका, जैसा आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू कि ये जो शॉर्टेज ऑफ ह्यूमन लेबर था वो किसके साथ था, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ अमेरिका के साथ था उस वक्त। But this case was not with the Britain. Britain were, however, had no problem with human hands. They were having a lot of human hands to hire, है ना, उनको hire करने के लिए human hands काफी available थे. So the Britain was not preferring machines, but the Americans were preferring machines because there was a shortage of labor in America. So let us move towards our next topic, that is let's brush up your knowledge. Why did some industrialists in the 19th century in Europe prefer hand labor over machines? That we have just discussed in few answers. So you can write. There are few questions also, my dear students, which will help you to make the notes also. If you want to make notes of the chapter, till now you can answer these 17 questions. Now we have to discuss about the life of the worker. So this is a huge topic that we will discuss in our next class. Okay, that's all. Bye bye. Thank you to all of my dear students. Stay safe, and we will discuss tomorrow. Anna? Bye bye. Take. Hope that you have liked the video, and we will meet again in our next video release of the tutorial. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial. Please share it with your friends and others also. Thank you for the time being. Take care. Stay at home. Bye bye. Take care.